Hi guys, Artie here, and Boomerang just keeps on getting better and better, no joke. I will be covering various shows that will be airing relatively soon. As my source for this video, I have it straight from the horse's mouth. There's this guy on Twitter named Dave, who works in the Boomerang department and is in charge of scheduling, for the most part. This is the best scheduler the channel has had in a long time, and he definitely knows what he's doing. He's only in charge of carefully scheduling the channel and not in charge of the channel itself, so there are some restrictions to what can be aired or not. Too bad he will be departing in March. It's sad since the next person in charge may not care about the programming and just regress Boomerang back into 24/7 Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, and Scooby-Doo, or just make it Cartoon Network 2 again. Who knows, it could stay the same as it is now. Anyways, Duck Dodgers will be coming back to Boomerang for the first time since April 2010. A month before Cartoon Network rebranded the Check It 1.0 and the current logo was introduced. This Looney Tunes incarnation has been in popular demand from what I've seen. So it's good Boomerang will be airing it alongside the various other Looney Tunes cartoons. I asked Dave if Boomerang could air Two Stupid Dogs or SWAT Kats in the future, but sadly there are no usable copies. It could be either they lost the original tapes, or the current master copies are in an old format that doesn't work on the new system. Another possibility is the episodes are too degraded to air or won't play properly on Discovery's cloud-based playout system. They wouldn't want to repeat what happened with Evil Con Carne back in December, where the tape was lossless and aired in 144p with a terrible bitrate. It isn't a licensing rights issue, since these two shows were co-produced with Turner and Hanna-Barbera. Also, they were made before the Time Warner merger. However, an unknown action show is coming to Boomerang this spring. It could be SWAT Kats, maybe another Ben 10 show. There's no way of telling, but for now we can make some guesses to what it could be based on the current lineup. Some 2000s-era Cartoon Network originals such as Kids Next Door, Camp Lazlo, Chowder, Ben 10, and My Gym Partner's a Monkey may be aired on Boomerang during the overnight hour sometime this year. If My Gym Partner ever airs on Boomerang, it would be its debut since it never aired before and also last aired on Cartoon Network in August 2013, as part of the Cartoon Planet block that was later scrapped in March 2014. I wish they kept the block, it was an integral part of the channel dedicated to airing legacy content. Thankfully we have Checker Pass now. Speaking of which, the Checker Pass shows are off limits, since they are airing on Adult Swim and are classified as mature shows for ad sales purposes, meaning they cannot air on children's television under WBD's rule. This is why it would have been better if Checker Pass was on CN. I'm not sure what the situation with Johnny Bravo is. Neither Checkered Past or Boomerang seem to want it and could be an issue with standards and practices, most likely because of the frivolous controversy surrounding the character and series in recent years, and many deeming it politically incorrect and sexist. It last aired on Boomerang and American television as a whole in 2018. What people fail to realize is that's the point of the show. He's a loser who never gets any of the ladies or wins. That's what makes it funny. You may ask why Boomerang airs 90s and later cartoons only during overnight hours. That's because they perform poorly during the day, and it's also confirmed that most networks don't care about ratings during graveyard hour slots. It sucks, but it's better than not having them at all. Another series that may air later down the line is Jellystone. I don't agree with certain decisions that were made for the series, such as the characters and plot elements, but it'll be good for Boomerang to have another semi-original series. Maybe it could even continue premiering on Cartoon Network. Would it be nice if CN had some sort of Saturday morning block with these off-the-wall toony shows like Jellystone, Tiny Toons University, The Looney Tunes Show, and New Looney Tunes? We Baby Bears will be airing on Boomerang on February 10th, Lunar New Year, which I think is very strange since it's a relatively new show. We Bare Bears, however, should be airing since it's nearly a decade old and has finished its run. This occasion kinda makes sense since Boomerang will be airing Dragon and Asia-themed episodes in celebration. They are also holding another event the very next day for the Super Bowl, cleverly named the Puppy Bowl, which will air dog and pet-themed episodes for various cartoons. Would have been perfect if they aired Hong Kong Phooey that day, but again, rights issues. Top Cat will be airing that day too. I'm excited about that one since it's one of my favorite Hanna-Barbera cartoons and it stopped airing after New Year's. And last but certainly least, Care Bears Unlock the Magic Special, The Quest for the Rainbow Stone, premieres next Saturday, February 3rd at 8 AM. I don't care for the Care Bears franchise, no pun intended, but it's good Boomerang is showing something unique and sort of original. They should have aired it on Cartoonito. Wait a second, why isn't this airing on Cartoonito? It's a preschool show. Could be a sign that the block is phasing out not too long from now. On the other hand, this could be a contractual obligation since the series originally premiered on Boomerang a few years ago. Also, the reasoning behind why Boomerang airs so much Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, and Scooby-Doo content is because it performs the best ratings-wise, and people are the most familiar with them and is most associated with the brand. These franchises also have tons of incarnations and movies, so there's plenty of content to go around. If you happen to wonder why CN and Boomerang stopped airing reruns of the original Teen Titans series, that's because the rights to the series lapsed last year. Apparently, the legacy Turner networks need the license to air certain Warner Bros. Owned shows, and WB only gives it to the ones willing to pay top dollar for it. Curse those intercorporate deals. I'm sure it will be back someday. Another show that is also not airing on Boomerang is HBO Max's Looney Tunes cartoons, because Warner Bros. Was charging a ridiculous amount of money for each episode, so don't expect it to air on television anytime soon. Maybe if WBD cross-promoted their shows, the animation division would be in a better state right now. On another note, unfortunately Cartoon Network has no plans to bring back the Boomerang block to the channel. Would be rather interesting if they brought back the Boomerang block on CN after Turner stupidly got rid of it back in October 2004. If I was head of Cartoon Network, I would bring it back and air it during weekends from 8 AM to 10 AM. And before I close out, I want to mention that cord-cutting news sites have said Boomerang is likely to shut down this year, and this claim seems like a shot in the dark. I don't entirely agree with this claim since not only are the rating statistics samples incorrect and outdated, primetime and overnight slots don't perform well on Boomerang and do much better during the daytime. Even if they're on the verge of closing operations, they should just make Boomerang a digital sub-channel on CW affiliates, or something along those lines. In addition, Boomerang's schedule has improved drastically this year and avoided channel drift, which in turn will bring in higher ratings, prolonging the death of the channel. Even Dave said he doesn't know if the channel will shut down or not. Either way, it's still good to see Boomerang continue improving into 2024 and bringing a variety of different content to the table. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, notify, and check out other videos on the channel. You may like them. What show do you want Boomerang to add next to the lineup? Let me know in the comments.